3, 2, 1, go.
This is the College Gamers Podcast.
Hey, this is the College Gamers Podcast. I'm Mike. I don't know why I'm doing an accent. I don't know what just happened.
Please,
I'm so sorry. The person who's being responsible and shutting me down, his name is Adam. We're also joined by Taft. Hello, Taft.
Hello.
This is the College Gamers Podcast, where we talk about video game news that you can use, abuse, or misuse, or listen to this while you're in class. I don't care.
Or an intervention for Adam's Amiibo problem that both of you now know how extensive it is.
Yes. Well, here's the thing, Adam. It's not a problem until we ask you to stop, and you can't stop. So this episode will ask you to stop collecting Amiibos because we think we're concerned for your health. It's almost to the point where it's like it's weakening the structure of your apartment because the weight of how many Amiibos you own. It's not really that many. Anyway, I don't know where I'm going with this, but
for reference, I'm putting it in the Discord right now so all you lovely listeners can see just how extensive this is.
It's pretty gnarly.
He's got approximately $1 million sitting on his desk.
Exactly.
Not that much, but I just put it in the Discord. You are free to listen.
Serious question.
Review rather.
What weighs more, $1 million in dollar bills, or $1 million in Amiibos? That's something we need to know. But
I'm pretty sure it's $1 million in Amiibos.
Yeah, I can see that. Taft. Adam, you're gonna need a new desk soon. But some quick announcements before we get into the news today. We are gonna have a guest next week. His name is Sean. He's from the Part-Time Gamers over Caffeinated Productions, I think is his name. And he's a pretty cool dude, so we're gonna have him on. We're gonna talk video games with strangers. Nice. It's gonna be pretty cool. And apparently Taft has a big announcement.
I do have a big announcement.
All right.
I got a new guinea pig.
You got okay.
I have two.
Okay, wait. I'm really confused here. Did your other guinea pig produce said guinea pig, or did you go?
No, they're both males.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, no, Pablo was lonely, so I got him a friend.
Oh, good. This is how crazy cat people start, Taft. Where it's like, oh, this one's lonely. I'm gonna get another one. Oh, these two.
So we have Amiibo problems and now guinea pig problems.
Hey, guinea pigs are social animals. Like they actually do get lonely.
Aww.
Like if say God forbid, Pablo dies before Gus will mourn himself to death.
Wait, his name is Gus?
Okay, so when we got the first guinea pig Pablo, Josie and I were watching through Narcos, so we named him Pablo after Pablo Escobar. And then when we got the next one, we were like, when we got the next one, we're like, hey, let's stick to brand. And Pablo Escobar's best friend was Gustavo Escobar, so his name is Gustavo, Gus for short, or Gus.
So wait, you named your
that.
guinea pig after a drug lord?
Yes, I did.
It's classy. Yeah, that's classy, Taft.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mike, play the clip. Mike, play the clip.
Oh, shit! You got me.
Come on, Mike.
Oh God. Oh no! Wait, nah. It's gonna take too many settings changes.
Yeah, it's too late. But no. See, I'm not supposed to have him because my apartment doesn't allow for small pets like this. Apparently.
Small pets or pets in general?
No, they allow for dogs and cats and fish, but they don't allow for hamsters and stuff. Apparently.
Why? It doesn't make any sense.
They don't have any.
Kind of dumb.
They don't have a policy for it, but they don't say we don't want them. So
okay.
I'm assuming they don't want them though, because they don't have a policy for them. But so I just said screw it, and I got one anyway, because I hate the office here. It's delightful, and so he's a fugitive, just like Pablo Escobar.
Nice. Nice. Congratulations, Taft.
Also, guinea pigs are from Latin America, just like Pablo Escobar.
I didn't know that. I thought they were for some reason I just assumed they were from Europe or something.
That's fair. Nope. Central America, or not Central America, South America, Mesoamerica kind of area.
Nice. Well,
geography lesson for the day, just in case.
Thank you, Taft. I felt like I learned something today. I hope all of our
something new every
listeners
day.
at home. So wait, now we're a 5-man show.
Yeah,
I
because they're
assume?
both males. So yeah.
I feel like at this point we're just assuming the guinea pigs are part of the show.
Yeah, no, totally. Because like every time we record, at least like this is the first time we've recorded with Gus. So like he might end up on my lap, or Pablo might end up on my lap. But at one point, one of them always ends up on my lap.
That's adorable.
Because their cage is right where I record.
Yeah.
So they just sit there and look at me. So I'm like, I feel bad. Because I love you.
It's okay. Just make sure they don't chew through your wind filter, your pop filter. And
no, they're in my lap. The mic is not in my lap.
Okay, good. That's good. All right. Well, you want to talk about news?
Let's do it.
And now for the news.
All right, Taft, start us off. What's up with Shadow of War?
All right. So this is like a big long thing. So on November 21st, the first free DLC for Shadow of War releases. But we also got an announcement of what some of the other DLCs and stuff are going to be, and some more of the expansions. But I'm gonna be focusing more on like the regular DLC on the free DLC on this. So the free DLC that's coming out on November 1st includes a new gameplay mode, and tweaks existing features like difficulty level and photo mode.
Because the game isn't hard enough for me.
Exactly. So there's added to it is endless siege. Your fortress, like we've talked about that before, about how the end game stuff like that, you can continue to get sieged and other things like that, and you can continue to retake and take castles or strongholds.
Yeah.
Then there's rebellion, which the only description that I had for it was crush the rebel Ologs and Oroks in your forces as they seek to undermine the Bright Lord. So I'm assuming you can go ahead and, like, if they're rebelling, like, try to put down rebellions.
Sounds like, hunt out traitors or something, who are trying to start. Cool.
Yeah. Then we have the enhanced photo mode. So I guess photo modes are like really big now, especially after Assassin's Creed. And then coming December 5th, an online fighting pits, which would be really cool. You can challenge other players.
What's that?
And stuff like that.
That sounds awesome. That's like, I hope you can like, I hope this picks up as an esport.
That'd be awesome.
In all honesty,
like online wrestling, yeah.
That'd be so awesome.
So there's you can challenge another player's or follower. They're Overlord versus Overlord, and it's a fight to the death, just like always. And you can earn powerful rewards and upgrades.
That's cool. All right, can I mention something that I haven't mentioned to you yet about Shadow of War? This siege mode is kind of disappointing. Like,
really?
In hindsight, it is fun, yes, and I really enjoy it. Like, I don't have an issue with it. It's just that I feel like it could be more massive.
Oh, definitely.
Because you
have to remember this was their first kind of go at it.
Exactly, but like when it first starts, the cutscene makes your army look really big, right?
Yeah.
And then after the cutscene ends and it shows your troops charging, there's like 5 lines of them, and then they just empty out.
Yeah.
And it's kind of disappointing.
Honestly, I will say it was pretty disappointing at first, especially considering like the trailers that they had for it seemed like it was a lot more like objective based and not just like capture this point.
Yeah.
But it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, but
I think it's fun, but yeah, I can definitely see where it's disappointing.
Yeah, but like I understand it was probably like an engine limit where it's like they can only spawn so many people.
Maybe, yeah, that would make sense because when you get it in there, like when you get into the fortress, there are a ton of orcs.
Oh, there is, yeah. So it has to like render all of them and everything. But anyway,
exactly. Back to the DLCs that are coming out. Coming December 12th, we get a brutal difficulty.
Oh my god! I put it on normal mode and I feel like brutal difficulty.
Exactly, dude. So it's a higher difficulty level with even more it's even more challenging than the Nemesis difficulty, and there are no last chances.
There are
So if you get killed, you get killed.
Oh god, they should give us a permadeath.
Ooh, God, no. That kind of defeats the whole purpose of the Gravewalker, though.
Oh yeah, no, it also kind of defeats the purpose of the Nemesis system because then when you get killed, it creates a Nemesis.
Exactly. Yeah. No, that's
I guess it wouldn't work in the systems.
bad idea, Mike. Bad idea.
I'm sorry. I have plenty of those, to be honest. But
yeah, good.
I thought it was cool that they're still supporting the game.
Oh, definitely. They're going to continue to support because we have a lot more. Oh, there's at least 4 paid expansions coming out.
No way.
We know about 2 of them. There's the Slaughter Tribe, which is coming out. Actually, it's coming out on November 1st as well. That adds in another tribe, another stronghold, some new missions, new fortresses, all that stuff, monuments, outposts, epic and legendary orcs, blah blah blah. And then we also have another one coming out sometime in December, I think it is. That does the same thing as this one, except for it brings in the Outlaw Tribe.
Nice. So it sounds like most of the DLCs are bringing in tribes. Are we going to get any new regions or anything with these?
I think they bring in new regions with the tribe. I think the tribe controls a region.
Oh, okay. Because when you look at the map in the game, there's the locations you can actually go to, but in between you have these sections where you can zoom in and get lore, but you can't go to.
Okay, real quick, were you upset when you couldn't walk from one place to another place?
Kind of.
I was so upset. I was like, come on. I get why, but God, that would have been so much better.
It would have been so... but
it would have made it feel like a more cohesive world, in my opinion.
But then you're also talking about, making all of Mordor in a game, which, you could easily do. Like, Wildlands is if you could take
Hyrule.
Yeah. So it's possible you could do it.
Breath of the Wild, because I was reading Adam's thing.
No, I gotcha. But it is.
That'd be awesome if Wildlands made all of Hyrule though.
But what I'm saying
guns. Oh my god,
that would be amazing.
What I'm saying is Wildlands feels like it could be a whole small country.
Oh, Wildlands is ridiculously big, dude.
Exactly. So you could do the same thing with Mordor, and that would be amazing. And if loading is the issue, you can't have a world that big for one reason or the other.
Yeah.
You could easily do a thing where it's wherever your castle is, that region that you control is open. And then maybe you have some way, I don't know. But yeah, no.
I get what you're trying to say.
Open worlds are always better.
Exactly. I get why, but I would have much preferred to be open.
Yeah. Is that for Shadow of War?
Yeah, that's it.
I saw that they talk about a $40 expansion pass. Now for 4 DLCs, that's not bad.
Yeah, no, that's $10 DLC. That's excellent.
Yeah, because Destiny 2 has a expansion pass for $35, and it's only 2 DLCs.
God, I hate when.
And I'm like, oh, is this really worth it? I put enough hours in the Destiny 2 that I can justify it. But
I still need to get that game.
Oh, it's so good. I've played. When we get to what you're playing, it's just all I've been playing for the past 2 weeks. It's
nice.
Seriously a problem. But yeah, that's not too bad for an expansion pass. Usually it's we have 2 expansions and there might be more content. We don't know yet. Spend some money.
Fallout 4.
Yeah, really. But yeah, it's pretty good. Ain't bad. Let's move on to Legend of Zelda, because apparently that game is still happening.
All right, strap in. We got a lot here.
All right, speedrun it, Adam.
I wish. Evidently, the world was 59 minutes and 48 seconds.
Wait, say that again?
The world record for speedrunning The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, I believe in Master Mode, although they did use Amiibos, is 39 minutes and 48 seconds.
39. I thought you said 9 minutes.
No, no, no,
And I was about
Wait,
to like,
no. That's not possible.
I was like, did they find a?
For some reason, I cut out. What just happened? Like, I cut out like completely.
No, we're talking about the speed running record for Breath of the Wild was what, 39 minutes,
Oh
and
my
48
God.
seconds.
48, and I thought he said 9 minutes, and I was like, how do you beat a game in under 10 minutes? That's
How do you beat Zelda in under 40?
I think it's because they go
They
straight.
did use amiibos.
Oh, okay.
And I imagine you go straight to Ganon, right? Because you can still face him. He's just harder with all the beasts activated. But,
Yeah, they just get like the bare minimum amount of like weapons and air to beat him and the blights.
Cool.
Gotcha.
All right. So why is this game still happening? Like, isn't Odyssey just completely taking over everyone?
For now, but there's still stuff happening leading up to DLC Pack 2.
Cool. What's going on?
By the way, quick note on that. I believe that DLC is confirmed for a December release. No official release date, but they are trying to get it out before the end of December.
And this is a DLC for Legend of Zelda?
Yes, this is the Champion's Ballad. Supposed to add a new story and dungeon.
Yeah. Okay. I remember talking about that.
All right, but otherwise, a lot's happened, so strap in. The last update that the game had gave us a little Easter egg for the upcoming Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's kind of cool, but it's one of those things that's just an in-game collectible and doesn't really do much. So it gives you a riddle to go to 3 locations. It's like, go here, look to the southeast thing, and find a shooting star. And you get the Salvager headwear, Salvager vest, and Salvager trousers, which is the, I think that's the upgrade. I mean, the outfit of the kid from Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm not sure.
I've never played Xenoblade, so I really couldn't confirm it for you.
Me either, but I found them, and it's a nice Easter egg, but again, it's just a collectible because they can't be upgraded at a fairy fountain like most of the new in-game collectible armors. And they do give you swim speed up, but like we already get stuff like that from the Zora armor, which can be upgraded.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, it's fun. It's like a cool little Easter egg, and I guess it's cool. I guess.
Fair enough.
Cool beans. Zora armor. Darn fish people.
Hey, they're my favorite reference.
Let's see here. What else? Oh yes, the Champion Amiibos release. That's one. That's 4 of the many Amiibos I have. Oh boy. Let's see here. Each will drop, if you scan them, each will drop stuff from around the area of their village. So like if you scan the Goron, so he'll give you like rocks and minerals and stuff because they're around Death Mountain. And like Mifo give you fish and stuff like that. I thought that was funny and pretty cool. And individually, here's what they each do. They'll drop a helmet of their divine beast, so like Revalo Helm, Urbosa Naboris, and so on. That's like the uncommon one, but it's not hard to get. They have a chance, maybe, to drop their unique champion weapon, like Revali, Great Eagle Bow, Daruk, Boulder Breaker, etc. But from what it looks like, it's because like nobody's gotten it so far, even though that was what we think was going to happen. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
clue.
But
Did I cut out there?
No, you didn't. But here's the thing. With these are all Amiibo like unlocks, right?
Which ones?
You're talking about. Oh wait, I got distracted. You're talking about the helmet, right?
Yeah.
And that is from the DLC, or is that from an Amiibo?
That's Amiibo only.
Oh, okay, Amiibo only. Okay. I gotta keep track of like what unlocks what, because it feels like okay, I want some new armor. I can either get this DLC that gives me, all these other outfits for Link, or if I want like different type of armors, I can get Amiibos. And it seems like, and it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder like, how much easier is the game if I spend money on Amiibos? Because like you were talking about the speedrunner, and the speedrunner used because there's an Amiibo that gives you a horse, right?
Yeah, the speedrunners use Smash Bros. Link, which I finally got actually. The first time you scan it, you get Epona, which is like that's a horse that you don't have to train like every other horse, and it automatically has like 4 sprints, which is really good.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know, maybe because I did a bunch of research on the EA thing this week, so I'm like really in like the pay to win. Like, is this pay to win? Is this pay to win? So I mean, like,
Well, see, most of these amiibos aren't really pay to win because like the champion ones, like the armor they drop, you don't really need. It's just a collectible because what they do, like yeah, they can be upgraded and they give you like Guardian Resist, and when you pair them with the other ancient armor, ancient proficiency, which is the set bonus. But we already have armor that does the exact same thing. The only difference is it doesn't look like Va Meadow or Va Ruta or any of the divine beasts.
Okay.
So it's just like a collectible basically.
So they're cosmetic is what they are. It's like there's armor already in the game that does the same thing, but they just look different.
Basically, and the only other thing that the champion amiibos really do is they can drop the weapons that are required to remake their champion weapons. So like if I broke Mifa's light scale trident, I would need a few materials to remake it. Well, the main thing she drops is a silver scale spear from her amiibo.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not hard to find it in game.
Okay. All right. I was just curious.
Other than that, that's really all they do. And I already mentioned DLC Pack 2 coming out possibly in December. I believe that is it so far.
Quick question: how many total amiibos do we have for Breath of the Wild?
Let's see. There's Link Rider, Breath of the Wild Zelda. That's separate from Smash Bros. Zelda because you can use both of them. Link Archer, Bokoblin, the Guardian, the Champion Amiibos, which is 9. And you can use Wolf Link, which is technically a Twilight Princess one, but it works in Breath of the Wild because it gives you Wolf Link.
Okay.
So that's 10, I believe, for Breath of the Wild, and that's not counting the Smash Bros. Ones you can scan, which I believe is like 5 more.
Oh, okay. Wow.
You can technically scan any amiibo in the game. It'll like drop random materials, but the ones for like Breath of the Wild or Smash Bros. Will drop like more unique stuff, I guess. Like I have a Smash Bros. Link now, and he gave me Epona, but then he gave me the Twilight Princess Link set.
Nice. Okay, so like they don't just have to be. So like the ones for Smash also worked. I wonder if that's true for all Nintendo, because I don't own a Nintendo console at the moment, and I don't collect amiibos because I feel like if you don't have like a Switch or a Wii U, then there's really no point in having in like collecting amiibos. So I don't know. They're weird. And so I'm like, do they work across all games or I don't know.
The ones that scan amiibos, yes, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know how amiibos work for the other games, like,
Oh, okay.
I don't know, Skylander or Animal Crossing or Mario Odyssey.
I was curious.
But I know that some will do unique stuff in Breath of the Wild. Like, if you scan any of them in Breath of the Wild, again, they'll give you random materials. But, like, Link will give you the Twilight Princess set. Sheik will give you Sheik's mask. And endure the Sword of the Six Sages or something like that.
Okay. I was curious. Let's move on to something that it's not really news. It's not big. It's not a game release. It's not a new trailer.
Kind of funny.
It's not really anything important. It's just that it's goddamn hilarious. So apparently Call of Duty World War II has since launch had double XP toggled on.
That's awesome.
So they recently had a double XP weekends, and when it started, people were complaining that they didn't get double XP, like their XP hadn't been doubled, and they were like, "Yeah, apparently we had this on since the game launched back on the 3rd. Better grind it now because it's going back to normal." Which
that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like, but the game's been out for what, 15,
long for it to happen.
17 days or something, or no, 16 days. I feel like when you go back to normal XP, it's gonna feel really slow. But I guess this is one of those times where I probably should have bought the game on day one. Could have gotten a lot out of my money. But that's hilarious. I just thought that was a great mistake. And you know what? It's one of those mistakes where everyone kind of wins because like they get a bunch of publicity for having double XP turned on, and then all the players got a bunch of crap that they probably hadn't. So
I actually know how this feels because in Heroes of the Storm, when I was playing once, I had like a bunch of double XP stim packs, I think, saved up, and I didn't know that they were constantly being active. So I was playing and I was getting a bunch of XP, and then when they turn off, I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't how much XP I get. and then I look and I'm like, oh, those are what stim packs did.
Yeah, those.
Okay.
Without those stim packs, it can feel a little grindy sometimes. But yeah, that's what stim packs do. But that's about it. So yeah, double XP was turned on. I thought that was hilarious because like I just imagined someone like flipped a switch and they forgot about it. Let's move on to Arc possibly coming out for Switch.
Yes.
This makes me happy.
So,
well, all right. Before we get started, I just want to say that the reason why it could be on Switch is because they finished the game. They finished it. That's all I want to say. Bye.
All right. So, Arc could be coming to Switch, but I wouldn't get your hopes up just yet because, according to the co-founder of Wildcard Studios, in an interview with, I think it was Game Informer, he said that the Switch is an excellent platform for the game, but it would be an incredibly hard port because the Switch is just such a different like platform than like say like Xbox or anything like that because it can change, like it's interchangeable between handheld and not.
Yeah.
And so like it could, like they want to do it, they want to bring it to the Switch, but they don't know if they are going to be able to.
I feel like it's not that hard because like you have the only difference. I feel like the only difference between the Xbox and Nintendo Switch, if you look at it very generally, is that the Nintendo Switch has the screen with it because I feel like the Nintendo Switch control scheme is very similar, right?
Yeah.
It has two analog sticks, has two like the triggers. It has A, B, whatever, and then like the arrows. So like I feel like it's similar enough that you could possibly do it. It's just that can the Nintendo Switch run Arc?
I mean, it's true, and I think that's kind of what they're saying is it might not also with like its versatility and stuff like that not be able to like have as good a graphics or anything like that, which might also make it harder to port. Like with it being so self-contained,
yeah,
might not have the computing power for it. But who knows? It might. But this would be freaking awesome. If they could bring it to the Switch. Honestly, if they were able to bring Arc to the Switch, that might be kind of a turning point. From like I already want a Switch, but that might be the thing that pushes me over the edge to buy it.
Yeah, because that'd be cool. I mean, okay. The only issue is that like Arc can be a very social game. Like it's definitely more fun with other people. So the only issue is that if you play Arc mobily, unless you have a hotspot with you or you're in like a cafe or something or you have Wi-Fi with you, you're going to be playing by yourself.
But what I'm hearing you say, Mike, is if we all three get Switches, like Adam already has a Switch and we get Arc, we could all play together.
That'd be cool. That would be amazing. And that'd be awesome, especially if you have like, but I guess you would have to they would have to run their servers because I can't imagine that the Switch can play Arc and host like a local server for people. So maybe that's all another thing they have to worry about. But I'd be totally down if the Switch could play Arc.
Oh yeah, no, that'd be awesome. Just like I'm going on a car ride, Switch.
Yeah, no, and that seems like something it could be able to do. Okay. Let's assume that it can play Arc. It has the horsepower to do it. Then I feel like it'd be really cool if they could add local co-op because that's something the Switch does well. Also, that'd be a lot of fun. Also, just have it so that like I can play local.
You can do local co-op on Arc.
Can you?
You can do split screen. Yep.
Oh wait, okay. On PC, I don't think
really
you can.
It's really shitty.
Because and that's, let's be honest, local co-op is always kind of shitty, but it's something that should always be kept.
I don't know how we ever played split screen. I really don't.
I don't know either. But you know what? When you're younger and you're just excited to have friends over, it doesn't matter.
That's fair, yeah.
Yeah, I'd be totally down.
The old Halo 3 days.
When you're just excited to have friends.
I don't know about y'all, but I played WoW, so the NPCs were my friends. Thrall and me, we have matching bracelets. It's really cool.
Thrall and I.
All right, get out of here, Adam. All right, I'm gonna mute you. I'm going to server here and mute you. No, I'm kidding. But Adam, we were talking before the show, and you said that if Arc came to Switch, you definitely get it, right?
Yes. Well, I'd try to.
You try to. There is no try. There is do or do not, or whatever Yoda said that one time. It's a good game, and that'd be really cool if it came to Switch. Now, I feel like the biggest difficulty they're gonna face is graphics, but let's move on. Last piece of news, Adam, you said too many Black Friday deals.
I go to look for articles, and I don't think I saw a single thing that wasn't, here's a good Black Friday deal for this, here's what you need to know, here's where you need to go.
I'm sure we could dedicate a whole episode to just like, here, go here, buy this here because it's going to be cheapest. Go there, buy that because it's going to be cheapest. But yeah, Black Friday. All right, for video games, so there's Black Friday, but then there's also, they have this new thing called like Tech Tuesday?
Oh, there's Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. Oh my God. I feel like I should have gray hair from saying
No,
that.
you should invent that and copyright it.
Oh, dude, you're right. Actually, we might be sitting on a gold mine, but yeah, I don't. There's just so many, but like I feel like what's a better day to buy video games? Cyber Monday or Black Friday? Probably both.
Depends on if you're buying a virtual one or a hard copy.
That's true, because I only buy virtual. Like I never go.
So then Cyber Monday would be your better one, whereas for me, like Black Friday would be a better one because I only really ever buy hard copy.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, like the only reason I walk into a GameStop these days is to look for games to go buy on Steam.
Wow. That's dirty.
Yeah, it's called what? It's called showrooming, is where you go to a store, a physical store, to look at something and then go home and buy it digitally.
That's rude.
It's
That's
killing it's killing businesses, just to be honest. But yeah, Black Friday, go buy video games. Next episode we should talk about what we bought from Black Friday. That'd be cool.
I will be driving back on Black Friday, so
So Adam,
I usually don't buy anything on Black Friday, but I might this one just because there's a lot of games I want out that are out right now.
I wonder if I could pick up like an Xbox or something. Because like
if we're being honest, Black Friday is the real life purge.
It is.
Oh yeah, no, Mike, you could very easily pick up an Xbox.
Because like, all right, before we move on to mid show, because we're going to talk about. Don't think we are not going to talk about EA and the shit that has gone down this week. But
if you didn't think we were going to talk about that, you don't pay attention to this show.
But before we move on, I have a very legitimate question for y'all.
Okay.
I want a console, and like right now, there's the three big ones. There's Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. And like I want a console, and I don't know what my significant other is doing for Christmas or not, but I want a console. And when it comes to ruling out which one to don't get, I feel like my issue is this. Most of my friends play Xbox. Adam, Adam, you used to have an Xbox. Taft, you actively play Xbox. I'm pretty sure you have Live, right?
Yes, I do.
So,
I actually forgot to mention. Did y'all know that my brother just got a PS Pro?
Yeah.
Nice. How is it?
What?
How is it?
Oh, I was just there the day he opened it. I haven't seen him
Here's the thing.
play it as yet.
Yeah. Yeah, your mom called me about like asking about VR stuff. I thought that was fun. But all right. So But like my issue with getting an Xbox is the only reason I'd be buying it is because that's what my friends play. But because I have a gaming PC that runs Windows, I'm gonna get a lot of the stuff that Microsoft releases on Xbox. So, and
if you get, I'm pretty sure if you get an Xbox with games that are play anywhere, you will have them on Xbox. You don't have to buy them again.
But here's the thing, but anything that's going to be Xbox exclusive, I'm also going to get for Windows 10.
It's true.
So if I'm thinking exclusives, the obvious answer is to go
Mike, don't feed into exclusives.
Yeah, but if I want to play exclusives, because I want to play like Horizon Zero Dawn and whatever PlayStation has. So like I could go buy a PlayStation and have access to games that I can't have currently. So, I don't know. It's just an option. If anyone out there has a suggestion for a console to get, email us at collegegamershow@gmail.com and tell us what you think. Let's move on to mid-show.
Put your quarter up. Help, it's happening.
All right. That help, it's happening is what's happening at EA's PR building right now. The desks are currently in flames because shit is going down. EA is imploding right now.
Dude, it's so bad.
So, let's do a little recap for everybody. Battlefront 2, a game that I would say all of us were rather excited for. Is that right? I mean,
that is correct.
It looked like a lot of fun.
It made me wish I had the console to play it.
Exactly. But there's been some controversy. Lots of controversy.
Lots and lots of controversy.
All right, lay it on us.
All right. So,
wait, do you not know about it?
I know. I just read it.
Yeah.
Well, you said that like, no.
So, all right. So, I'm just going to do a recap for listeners. EA Star Wars Battlefront 2 has a loot box system. I'm sure we're all big fans of that. But so what happens is that these crates drop so during the open beta when they were testing it, they found that these crates dropped items that could increase your health, damage, and speed and other things that incentivized players to buy crates so they could do better in the game. And this was the most literal, in the sense, a pay-to-win system, because if you bought crates, you would do better in game and they would affect your gameplay. But what also happens is that these crates drop items. I'm pretty sure they unlock heroes as well.
They do. That's the big thing now. You can't even play as Darth Vader at the beginning of the game.
Yeah, you gotta unlock it. And
that's so dumb.
On average, it takes about 40 hours. This is all pre-changes. Okay. On average, it would take 40 hours to unlock one hero, which is insane. I don't think I have 40 hours on half my games on Steam. So
you're kidding me, right?
I'm not kidding. All right. So
that's so dumb. How many heroes are in the game?
It's a lot. But here's the thing, Adam. This is what's going to drive you up the wall. Someone did the math and found that if you wanted to play Star Wars Battlefront for free, and except for the $60 initial purchase, and you wanted to unlock everything without spending any money, you would have to grind the game for 4,528 hours.
That is ridiculous.
Why?
That is insane. So wait, let's just do some math here and say, let's just say, so it's 4,000. It's 4,000. Oh crap. It's 4,528 hours to unlock everything in the game for free. Let's divide by 8. Say we play 8 hours a day. That is 566 days. There's 365 days in a year. So if I played 8 hours a day, every day, it would take me 1.5 years to unlock everything in the game.
So realistically, you're looking at like 3 or 4 years for everything for free.
Yes. Or I can spend on average $2,100 to unlock everything. A friendly reminder This is the game you spend $60 or $80, depending if you bought the deluxe edition for.
Already, yeah.
So you're paying to have the experience of unlocking all your favorite heroes. Also, this math is generous because it doesn't include unlocking heroes or leveling up the player cards to level 3, which also takes time.
No, EA dropped the freaking ball on this.
I love how speechless everyone is. This
Like,
is
they just dropped the ball, like completely. Like we were. Oh, I just hit the mic.
Oh, I thought you dropped the mic as a demonstration of what EA did.
No, I should have, but no, I was so angry I had to punch something. No, but like we were all like, "Oh, they totally are gonna do this one right." We all had like they have a story mode this time. They even said we learned from our mistakes from last time. Guys, don't worry about it. We're gonna do really well this time. And then they said, "You know what? You know, it'd be really funny if we fucked it up even more than we did last time."
Yeah. No, this has been absolutely ridiculous.
What made them think it was a good idea to have to put 40 hours in to unlock one character for free?
What it does is that it incentivizes people to pay for loot boxes for a chance of what they're doing is that EA has gone on the record and said that they under monetize people who play their games. You know, like EA is a dick company. We all know that.
Wait, they think that they should charge more money for their games?
Exactly. They're trying to maximize the profit they can get from their games. And that includes this loot box system, which is becoming increasingly popular because people like buy loot boxes for a chance of getting the items that they want. And it's kind of ridiculous. And I think this is a side effect of EA trying to find this sweet spot of how much money they can get from their player base. And what happens is that they're trying to find this perfect balance of players can unlock things for free or they can pay money for it. And what happens is that they're going to undershoot this and overshoot this mark. And I think this is an example of overshooting by a lot.
Tremendously.
Completely outrageous. This is a friendly reminder. Because of this, EA currently has the most downvoted comments in Reddit history. So I pulled it up on Reddit here. Someone posted, seriously, I paid $80 to have Vader locked. And EA posted a comment saying, the intent is to provide players with a sense of pride and accomplishment for unlocking different heroes. Blah, blah, blah. They go on to talk about like how much stuff costs. All right. Have either of you seen how many downvotes this comment has?
Too many. I have seen it. I just can't remember. I remember thinking. God.
All right. So this comment that they replied with currently has 675,000 down points.
God.
Which is, I think, like
wow,
the number of downvotes minus like the number of upvotes or something. So over 500,000 people have said fuck you to this post. This is incredible. This is the outrage that is going on. In fact, this controversy has stirred up so much public outrage that the stock for EA has dropped 2.5%. And the story has been picked up by major media outlets such as the Washington Post and the BBC. And I think somewhere in like Belgium or something is investigating EA for gambling or something. Like this is blowing up. And so okay, they're trying to fix this cuz obviously this is a huge mess up on EA's part. Like I said, they're trying to find that sweet point cuz their job, EA is notorious for being that dick company that's just trying to make money. And like I said, they're trying to find a sweet spot. They're trying to roll back what's happening. They've cut the price of heroes by 75%. Though also there's been a lot of talk on Reddit how they've cut the price by 75%, yes, but you also get 75% less points per round or something. Like they
So it's negligible.
exactly like what they've done really hasn't done shit.
They gave the appearance of doing something, but did absolutely nothing.
Exactly. Also, a reminder: another shot in the foot of people who play free to play. We say free to play, even though you spend $60 on this stupid game.
Or 80.
There is a daily cap of how much points you can get per day in our
Bullshit.
game.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Are you kidding? I didn't know about that. What the?
Yeah.
You serious?
There's a daily cap. There's a daily
That is
cap.
the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. Like, I know we're not supposed to cuss. Like,
No,
we
no,
do it all
go
the time,
ahead.
but, like, what the fuck? Okay,
I just want to recap. This is real, right?
you're not pranking me, right? Like, it's not April 1st. Like,
No, here. Look, all right. I'm posting this in the general Discord. Where is it? Here we go. Daily cap for how much points you can get per game.
this is the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Oh God.
Yeah. So it's they are what they're doing is they're really pushing the community to buy loot boxes. Now, okay.
So not only do they screw you over initially by making you do 40 hours for one hero, which is like grinding for something in the game is no stranger to gamers, but 40 hours is way too much. But then they limit how much you can actually get for said grinding.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's so dumb.
Okay,
All right,
Like really?
So I heard this. I read this thing the other day, and it's like, so I know that we're all like really pissed off at EA and stuff like that, but we also need to remember that Star Wars isn't owned by EA; it's owned by Disney. Not saying we should be pissed off at Disney because we shouldn't. It's 100% EA's fault. But the best thing that we can do is actually bitch about this, because what's the one thing that Disney does not tolerate about Disney? Failed products. They don't like it when they fail.
Oh, I see.
So bad publicity. I can't say that freaking word. Bad
Sorry.
publicity is like for Disney is never gonna like. They don't like it at all. It's like their biggest like no.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing.
So
This is
the chances of EA getting another shot at Star Wars is incredibly low. Like I would say that Disney, if we fuss enough, will cancel any project that EA has towards Star Wars, regardless of how close to completion it is.
It's that, and here, this is a really good opportunity for us as for the gaming community, because what happens is Disney gave the rights to EA to make a Star Wars game. They dropped the ball. They fucked it up. But everyone is mad at EA, and Disney can sit back and watch EA's failure without getting any of the flack.
Yeah, this is in no way Disney's fault at all.
Exactly, but we're winning because if we give EA enough shit about this, maybe they'll give the Star Wars rights to another company who has a better track record of being, a decent developer. So Disney's making out pretty good here, But at the same time, all right. Here's a question for y'all: Who should, if not EA, who should get the deal for Star Wars?
Bethesda.
Oh, I'd be down with that. I don't think Blizzard would do well. Blizzard doesn't.
Yeah.
Blizzard.
I've got to.
I think Activision might do pretty well with it.
I don't know.
They can tell a good story.
They can. I don't know if I want Call of Duty Star Wars reskin. I feel like
all that Battlefront it's a Battlefield reskin.
no, I know, and don't get me started on that. It makes me mad, but I feel like
I mean, it would need to be a whole. You know what would be a great one?
what?
My favorite shooter of all time, Titanfall. Their developers would be great.
No way. No, they are though, because what is that?
Respawn.
Respawn is owned by EA, and Respawn is currently working on a Star Wars game.
Are they?
They are.
I forgot they were owned by EA. Yeah.
So yeah, they are
like
currently
the good
working on
stuff,
Star
yeah.
Wars because EA is going all in on Star Wars, and every company they own is working on something.
That's right. Yeah, we did do it. We did talk about that at one point.
Yeah. So
Speaking of that, I now pose a question to y'all. Do y'all think this could kill EA?
No.
no,
EA is too big.
they are too big. They have
But,
too many.
But think of when you think EA, you think Star Wars and sports games aren't exactly the most popular thing in the world. And now Star Wars
that's
is
not
like
true at all.
screwing EA over.
Sports games, right? Sports games always kill it. Sports games are ridiculous.
The Geek Review in general chat just said EA killed microtransactions.
Oh yeah, I just see what he.
I think a lot more companies are going to be cautious about microtransactions in the future
Definitely.
after this. Overwatch does it well. Overwatch gives you enough, or they give you boxes often enough that you're always feeling like you're getting something. And it's possible to play Overwatch completely for free and still do really well. Like, you really don't have to spend money. So they do loot boxes right. But I don't know. I feel like EA's people are going to be cautious after EA screw up.
The Discord's going off about this now.
Yeah.
I think the proper way to do loot boxes and stuff like that is aesthetics. Like, it's completely visual. I don't think that you should have to pay for like extra, maybe even like I can understand buying like experience buffs and stuff like that, but in a competitive shooter like this, I think it's a bad idea. I think that just aesthetics are the thing to do.
Yeah. All right. Hey, I pose a question to y'all. So they're talking about this in general, right? Do you wanna pull someone in and see what they have to say?
Yeah, why not?
Let's see what happens. All right. Oh, I just posted. We'll see if we get anyone. But while we're waiting, also, EA has currently stopped the microtransactions. Like, and they're going to bring it back. Okay. All right.
Geek Review wants to hop in.
Yeah,
Let you
let's
know
do
if
this. Hop in general. So they stopped microtransactions until like sometime in December. All right, here's Geek Review. All right, Geek Review. We're talking about EA.
Yep.
What are your thoughts on this whole microtransaction?
Give it to us.
Okay, well, the whole microtransaction, I actually covered this in one of my episodes, is something that we all hate and we all love. First of all, we liked getting those extra tidbits and better equipment and everything, especially, right at the beginning. But also with those microtransactions, it leaves the players who really want to work for that gear at a disadvantage, because now they're dealing with these people that just want to play, just want to get all the equipment right away and just be like,
Oh, did we lose him?
I think we lost him.
Maybe Discord's being a little poopy.
so
there he
it's like a two-headed beast on this one, man.
You kind of popped out there for a second. You were talking about how some players are just playing for free, and then you kind of dropped out.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that.
You're good.
Well, as I said in one of my podcasts, everybody loves them and everybody hates them. It's a weird thing, microtransactions, especially everybody's nitpicking on EA, but so many companies are doing that now, and it's not just EA. You got Ubisoft doing it. You got Mad Dogs, and you got so many different companies doing it. And sometimes it's cool. Like in Overwatch, you can get cooler looking equipment and everything. You get the loot boxes.
We were just talking about how Overwatch does loot boxes right.
Yes.
Mike, give him the math.
The math. Oh yeah, it takes apparently it would take you over 4,500 hours to unlock everything for free in Battlefront.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you really want that special piece of equipment, right? Like back in, if you guys remember, back in the old games, when you wanted that special piece of equipment or that special character or special outfit, you grinded for that special thing. And when you got it, that was an achievement in itself. If you're paying just to get that special outfit, special character, or special weapon, it just kind of takes the fun out of it. It just basically saying, I just want it so I can use it for a little bit, then I get tired of the game and move on with it. It ruins the whole thing of, hey, I achieved this through many hours of gameplay of a game I enjoyed, compared to people who bought it and they're like, now I'm not enjoying the game anymore.
Yeah.
So,
and I think that's what EA was saying in their defense is they've made the heroes challenging to get so that players feel more accomplished when they get them. But it also works for them in a way where, because they're hard to get, people are more likely to buy them. So I agree with you. And I do think that loot boxes are, unfortunately, they are kind of the future of gaming. Because, all right, so a reminder, according to E3, EA is replacing a season pass for free DLCs. And I think they're funding it through loot boxes.
Still,
that could be it too. You know?
Exactly. Maybe EA being as money grubby as they are, it's possible they're nervous about losing money, so they're being extra aggressive on loot boxes. So that's a possible thing. But I agree with you that, I don't know. I agree with you, Mike, but I think EA probably went about it the wrong way.
I feel the same way too, because if you're just paying for the microtransactions so you can get special equipment or special abilities and everything like that, it takes the fun out of the game. Us gamers, we get a game because we are interested in the storyline. We're having fun with the game. It looked interesting or whatever the effect is. But when it comes to purchasing extras, and honestly, I think this whole microtransaction beast came around when Call of Duty started doing it with the extra maps and the weapon skins and stuff like that. And when they started doing that, then other companies are like, look, they're doing this and it's successful. Let's hop on the bandwagon. That's when it started getting out of hand.
Yeah.
And see, it started out okay because it was like an extra map or like a weapon skin. Like a weapon skin's not going to change how the game goes. But then when it's stuff like actually changes the game, like you get a better hero than somebody like right off the bat, that sounds like you crossed too far.
We were saying earlier, it's like it doesn't like. I personally think that loot crates and stuff like that, I think they're fun. And all that, but I think they need to be narrowed down to where they're purely aesthetic.
Yes,
100% aesthetic. They don't have any. They have no effect on the game except the way you look. I think they're fun in that case because you might have something that you want to get, and because you just have to get it that way, and that's the only way you can get it.
It'd be really cool if Vader is unlocked when you buy. You have all the heroes unlocked, but maybe for Vader you have different skins. So like you have just base Vader, right? But then they have skins and loot boxes where it's like Vader without part of his helmet is removed. Or it's Anakin Skywalker,
or the melted helmet of Vader.
Exactly.
Stuff, or have Kylo Ren running around with Vader's melted helmet on.
Exactly. Yeah. Or even better, give us a skin for Anakin Skywalker with his limbs removed.
Yeah,
just have Nugget floating around.
That's where I think. That's where I think Overwatch did right on this. They went out and like, okay, yeah. There are microtransactions for these loot crates, but all you're getting is something aesthetic. You're not getting a new weapon. You're not you're not getting anything crazy. You're getting characters free, right? And you're getting maps free. So if you want a special skin, okay, you can play for it, or you can go and pay for it. That's entirely up to you. But the skin has no effect on your gameplay whatsoever.
Yeah.
So.
And there is that 1% of players who it's the same thing with mobile games that are free to play. what the mobile game is hinging on is I think it's like 1 or 10% of people who spend money on it, but they spend a lot. It's like 1% of the players spend like 90% of the money on mobile games. Yeah. And what they're doing is that they're trying to leverage that 1% as much as possible.
Yeah, like the one mobile game I play, and I've been trying to push my way from it because I am actually kind of bored with the game, because it's called Vikings War of Clans, and I'm part of a clan and everything like that, but it's just if you're not paying for it, you're getting punished. You know, there's no way of grinding your way past these players that paid, $300 and have all the top tier stuff, right?
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get to that point is if you pay $300 and get all the top tier stuff as well. So, and that's like, as I said before, Overwatch did it right with the aesthetics. And I actually think Ubisoft did it right as well. Because Ubisoft, it determines how much of the game you played. So it does, like, you can unlock stuff, but it gives you, they call it Helix credits. And those Helix credits are based on in-game achievements. And then once you get those in-game achievements, and this is throughout the whole entire franchise, all the Assassin's Creed games, all the Ghost Recon games, everything that Ubisoft created. So whatever credits you get from whatever game, you can then go into the Ubisoft store and spend those credits. And
those are not the Helix credits; those are different.
I'm sorry. Well, but the same
Helix credits are solely to Assassin's Creed. But you're talking about the Ubisoft points.
Yeah. Yeah, Ubisoft. But you know what I'm getting at, the Ubisoft points. So, and they give you that, okay, you get these credits, you get everything. It's not really exactly a microtransaction, which they do have a store that you can go and get charged for a certain amount of it, and you get the whatever pack and whatnot. But they still have this achievement system where you can go, and it's simple things like get to level 10. You get to level 10, you get Ubisoft credits, you get whatever, and then you can spend them however you want.
Yeah.
So,
and I like that because in Wildlands is a good example where Wildlands, if you had Ubisoft points, you could unlock some really good guns early in the game. Like I was playing with my friend Roman, and because he had Assassin's Creed, he got this cool Assassin's Creed outfit, but he also had some points for in-game guns. So it made the gameplay a little easier. But again, that was a single player game where it was story based. So those kind of upgrades didn't really matter. We're going to drag someone else in, but real quick, Geek Review, where can people find your podcast?
You guys can find my podcast at thegeekreview.podbean.com. That's actually the main podcast website. We are also on iTunes. You can just look for our red logo. And you guys can follow me on Twitter. Twitter is at the Geek Review. PB stands for Podbean. And, of course, YouTube. Again, look for the red logo. I know on YouTube there's like 10 or 20 other channels that are called the Geek Review. But, yeah, we have a specific red and white logo.
Awesome. So, well, everyone's just jealous that your podcast is so cool, so they're copying you.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right. Thanks for popping in, man. Have a good day.
All right. Thank you, man.
All right. Hey, Tommy.
How's it going?
All right. So how do you feel about EA?
I feel that they're a garbage company that is doing just general CEO bullshit that is just, hey, we're going to turn a profit for your company. And yeah, some people aren't going to like it, but it doesn't matter to the majority of the players because the majority of the players aren't their target player base, isn't their target market. Their target market is the people who have addictions, basically. The ones that have large, like, they can't basically resist the impulse of, oh my god, this time I might get it, all right? So I'm going to go put in the $10, the $20, whatever, just to go unlock a couple more loot boxes for the chance. And so they finally get that gratification, like, oh, hey, I finally unlocked this character. I did it. And then after a while, they're like, okay, shit, now I need to do this again. Now I need to get another one. And, for a majority of the people, that's not going to happen. For the most of the majority of the people, they're going to be like, all right, I'll play a few games and, just play casually or whatever. And, which is what a majority of the gamers do. And now they have no opportunity to unlock these really cool things. But they're preying on addiction, basically. South Park did a great episode on it, where basically this Canadian company goes and I forget exactly the whole thing about it, but basically it was just talking about how, Stan got addicted to, these. It's just $5. It's just $5 more. What's the harm in $5 more?
Yeah.
But
it's
just over and over.
And this goes back to a lot. Like recently, there's a big outrage of are loot boxes gambling?
I remember that.
The EU is starting to really look into it because I know Belgium is looking into Overwatch and Battlefront for gambling.
You want to know something amazing? China, I feel like, is leading it on all of this because China basically said this is gambling. And just like all other forms of gambling, you have to show what percent chances you have to unlock stuff. Like if you're sitting there and like playing like in Overwatch, they recently Blizzard was being kind of like shady with Hearthstone and Overwatch on what's the percentage to get certain things.
Yeah.
And then China basically was just like, all right, hey, if you're going to have these gambling things, you have to show people what percentage of, what's the percent chance to get a certain thing? Like, what is it to get a legendary card or a legendary skin, so on and so forth.
And we also had a pretty good idea of what those numbers were beforehand. And again, like, the numbers that are in China might not reflect what's here in the United States or in Europe. But... And like what it is like for mobile games, I was just talking how like what is it like 1% of people spend like 90% of the money or something.
It is that that ridiculous, and that's what they're preying on because like they don't care about what the PR is. They don't really care about that because they're just going to move on to the next company. They're going to say that, hey, we were able to raise up sales by this much. And then, kind of just hide in the back about, oh, yeah, we actually, didn't do that good for the company. Mm. But they got all this money for it. And that's what companies are looking for. Because in the end, they are a company. But you can't sit here and call yourself a great gaming company. You can't sit there and get upset when you get rated the worst company in the US because they got rated. It was very biased because like there was very obviously bots in that poll that was done. It was almost like a joke kind of thing.
But it's happened multiple times. Like this isn't the first time. Okay.
Yeah, it's just like that's the thing about it is that it's just they're probably not the worst company out there, but they are definitely the worst gaming company. And
what was it like 600,000 downvotes on that comment response or something like that?
670,000.
They insulted their player base. My bad. They insulted their player base. Like, how do you expect it to appease a bunch of angry people by calling everybody podcast developers?
And see, that's a mistake because gamers will eat you alive. Gamers are terrible.
We are a sassy group of people, but I think the big complaint is that you spend $60, $80 on a game, and then all your favorite heroes are locked. Like this could have easily been a free to play game, and I don't think people would be as pissed if this game was free to play. Because
not at all.
They're trying to fit in a free to play model in a pay to play game.
I think the company that did it best with this, and it really depends on how they go forward with it, is Fortnite. Now, I personally not a fan of Fortnite. Just there's certain aspects to it that I'm not a fan of, but they made it free to play, and they plan on implementing loot boxes in the future. But the campaign is separate. Their multiplayer is completely free. You can unlock certain things, But the cosmetics route is like a really good way to go. And yeah, you can unlock certain heroes or whatever, and that would be great if EA did it like that. I do agree, but it's just, if you look at it from just this, hey, you paid money for this game, and you're not even going to be able to unlock everything, and that's not even getting at the fact that they literally just made this a like a Battlefield game with a Star Wars skin.
Oh yeah.
With as far as like the heroes go, if you're playing in a Clone Wars map where you're having Clone Wars people, look, there's Rey. It's not going to be a Clone Wars era hero. It is the new Force Awakens hero, the new, poster child for the game. So it is nowhere near an actual Star Wars game. They just have Star Wars on it to try and, get those people who love the Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, and it really does feel like a Battlefield reskin. Like the gameplay is the exact same, which was rather disappointing for me. But yeah.
Oh, it is.
Like, I remember me and Matthew spending hours playing Battlefront 2 on your PS2.
Galactic Conquest.
Dude, that was the best.
Those were the days.
The space battles, man.
Yes. And, it's just, I don't know. I feel like people wouldn't be as mad if this game was free to play.
That, or if they added content that was worth $60 to $80. Like, if this game was even just like $10 or something, like, it doesn't even have to be free to play. But if it was like so much cheaper, because they are giving you some content. They did put a lot of work in here. The graphics look pretty good. They have a short little campaign. They have a few different game modes, but it is not $60 worth of a game.
No, and we need to remember that the story mode's what, like 6-8 hours long. Like it's really nothing.
Okay, the only reason I could see why people would really want to pay $60 for this and story mode and stuff like that is that it's a canon Star Wars story.
Yeah, that's true.
Like they're like, and that. And
that's true.
A lot of people are theorizing that we've actually the two main characters are actually Rey's parents. So I could see why people so that's a big draw for people, but I don't think it's worth the $60 the way it is, regardless of if they had all the characters or not in it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna drag you out, Tommy. Anything you want to pimp before you go?
Nope. That's about all I have to say about it. That they're just a predatory company at this point. Except I also want to add that Disney is also getting a lot of hate for it. So I do expect change in the future.
Really? I thought
they don't. I can see why, but they don't deserve it.
No, because see, it's the whole thing is that it's just like, hey, by the way, your company that is made for kids is now doing a lot with gambling, and so there's lots of reviews calling Disney out and all this other stuff. So that might be why we saw that change. I don't even think it was a negative outcry. I honestly think that it was just because Disney got put into it, and Disney dropped so many things before because of similar issues. Like, they just don't want the bad PR at all.
All right. Well, before you go, real quick, let's say EA gets their contracts canceled. Who would you want to see make the next Star Wars game?
For good story,
Yeah.
I definitely won't see CD Projekt Red.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Oh, I didn't think
I would
about
see that, but I would also be okay with Activision. Now, Activision, they have made those Call of Duties, and they're pretty garbage. But I feel like Activision gameplay would get us the closest. If EA would get their heads out of their ass, they would definitely be my top choice.
Yeah.
But because of the way that they're treating it, because story, which I want in a Star Wars game, especially if it's going to be canon, because I didn't actually hear that it was going to be canon. Now that's actually more interesting. But if it's that, then definitely CD Projekt.
Nice. All right. Well, thanks for popping on, man, and you have a great day.
Thanks for having me.
All right. See you.
See ya.
All right. Well, obviously people are mad, but yeah, CD Projekt Red. I would totally buy a Star Wars game made by CD Projekt Red.
100%.
Yes.
Dude, can you just imagine they're fighting and stuff like that with lightsabers?
The gruesome, okay, give me a game where if I chop someone's arm off, blood goes everywhere. I
mean,
would.
You can cut people in half in The Witcher.
Yeah, I would totally play that. But it is fair to mention that this is only one of the mini games that EA is producing. Like we talked about, like everyone under EA's umbrella is currently developing a Star Wars game. So they have chances to redeem themselves, and maybe Disney's gonna wait to see that. But the first thing that comes to my mind is Visceral Games, who was working on that single player Star Wars game that got
canned.
I think it's safe to say it got canned. It hasn't been officially canceled, but they're reworking it, and hopefully something good comes from it. But yeah. Any final thoughts on EA? Do you think they're going to be able to save themselves?
Yes, I think they'll pull it out of their ass somehow, but I don't think they're going to be able to save Battlefront 2.
No, I personally I think I'm going to swear off EA games
for a little while. Agreed.
Yeah, I think I might be completely done with them. The only I hear promise to not buy EA games again. Actually, wait, that's harder than I think it is, because
many companies are straight up owned by EA.
Oh, all right. I'm gonna be more cautious about what I play. Like if Titanfall 3 comes out, I'll pick that up because Respawn is a great company. But I don't think
if it's EA, like I guess like EA developing it, not just like Respawn or something like that. Like like EA like main one. Probably not.
Exactly. But I think I'm done. Maybe Anthem might bring me back. I'm crossing my fingers they don't fuck Anthem up. That game looks like a lot of fun.
Really. They definitely can bring themselves back, but they have a long road to go.
That's true. All right. Well, I think that's it. Let's see if they can save themselves. So this has been a longer conversation than I thought it would. Do we still have time for what we're playing, or you want to save that for next week?
I mean, I got time.
You got time? You know what? Let's save it for next week so we can talk with Sean about all the games we're playing.
All right.
I think that'll work out well. That's a show, I guess. Calling it a show. If you have any feedback about EA and how angry or upset, or you know what? I want to hear some pro EA people. The 5 of you, the 5 of you that are on this planet. Email us at collegegamersshow@gmail.com.
You'll probably find as many of those people as people that still play Battleborn.
Oh.
Yeah, that's probably true though. No, but again, you can contact us at collegegamershow@gmail.com. You can find me on Twitter at BlueCows with the Z, BLUECOWZ. You can find Taft on Twitter at
Taft8.
Nice. Adam.
Smooth Dog 5.
You can find us on Facebook at the College Gamers Podcast Facebook page. While you're there,
wait. My brother just texted me. He's like, "Are you guys going to talk about Battlefront on the podcast?"
Oh, he doesn't even know. Again, while you're on our Facebook page, check out the pinned post is a link to our Discord. Go in there and maybe we should do another episode like this sometime, especially something this big. But if you want to be on the show sometime, pop into our Discord or come say hey. And if you enjoy this show, if you enjoy us ranting about how shitty EA is or whatever else you like, give us a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts so that other people can find this show and also enjoy the sweet syrupy sounds of our voice. Is that gross?
A little bit, yeah.
That was a little gross. And that's it. Thank y'all so much for listening, and have a good time playing whatever you're playing, unless you're playing Battlefront. Actually, if you're playing Battlefront, please enjoy that game, and don't you spend a dime on it. So, all right. Thanks for listening. We'll catch y'all next time. Later.
Bye-bye.
Farewell.
This has been a Blue Cow Radio production. Find more at bluecowradio.com.